Hey everybody, I hope that you're doing amazing. Adrian Nelson here. For those of you, this is about the fourth or the fifth time that I'm trying to get this going. So I did see that some of you joined the previous live and I cut you off. I do apologize for that. And there will be timestamps for this when I'm done with the reading. So I'm going to do it, I'm going to upload it, and then I'll put the timestamp on for you. So either 1, 2, or 3. And this is a general reading. So I've just finished your end of September readings for all the different zodiac signs. I did some short ones for you. And then we're going to see what's coming up in October. But this one's just specifically for love, soulmate love. And when we speak about soulmate love, we are talking about that really fulfilling sort of love, that person that you can really sort of walk a mile with. And I always say that for me, the goal when it comes to sort of like love, when you open your heart and you make that connection with someone, you obviously want to make a connection with someone that's going to be there for you, through the good times, but also through the challenging times, that's going to really be there and be your pillar of strength and, be your rock and those sort of things. So that is what we're looking at. Please remember this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. If you give me a couple of days, I'm going to make some zodiac specific readings for all of y'all. So, obviously, if you subscribe, you get to see when those are coming out. But let's get started. I'm actually on a little break. I'm in between one regression hypnosis client and another one. So I'm just doing this for you all very, very quickly. All right. I had a bite to eat and I've got like food on my face. So I'm not showing my face in this one. All right. So let's get straight into this. And if it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. My name is Adrian Nelson. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a regression hypnosis practitioner. And let's get started. So we're going to go here with option 1. I have pre-selected a couple of oracle cards for you. And then we're just going to draw some tarot cards to clear as well. Okay. So number 1, let's see what we have. I opened them. I didn't look at what they are. Beautiful uncaging. So this is heart opening, This could be you, this could be the other person, but somebody's heart is opening over here. And what this is referring to really is that, we're not always as people ready to sort of open our heart for love with another person. We may really, really care about somebody else, and maybe we really, really want to be with someone else, or maybe they really want to be with us, But sometimes we just not there. We've got things happening in our life. We've got emotions happening in our life. So somebody here wasn't ready. It could be you, it could be the other person, but somebody wasn't ready. All right. Doesn't mean that they didn't love you. It means that they weren't ready to fully maybe commit to a connection. This could also be, as I said, it can be you, it could be the other person. My focus is normally on you. All right. But this could also be where maybe within your own life, you had things that you needed to take care of. So even if you wanted to be there for someone, you just didn't have what it took. Okay. And that is really nobody's fault. But there is a space here where I feel that things are more sort of like on a more straighter line for you now. So maybe there were some challenges, there were some things that you were struggling to deal with. Sorry about that. But this is a space here where there's a readiness now that the heart is opening. I also feel that for some of you, there might be a situation, maybe you didn't understand everything as clearly as they were. It could be that you maybe made some assumptions. I feel that for some of you, maybe, a little while ago, this could be a couple of days, it could be a couple of weeks, could be a couple of months, but I feel like a shorter period. So if it is a couple of months, it could be that you maybe knew this knowledge, but weren't ready to hear this knowledge, But there is a space here where you realize that you may like someone might like you, but there were things that needed to be sorted out, and it's almost like the energy to cope with life and things needed to go there. It couldn't go here. Okay. So, but the heart is opening. There's the key, there's that love. And I mean, remember that love will always win at the end of the day. That is the thing about love, because remember, as human beings, and it's not even trying to tell you something pretty or anything like that. When you look at things from a more scientific point of view, as human beings, we are starseeds. We are literally starseeds. All right. And sometimes for a human being, the earth experience feels a little bit tight. And the earth experience feels a little bit tight for everybody and has been feeling a little bit tight for everybody at a particular point in time. So some inner peace was required over here. I feel that maybe somebody made a decision, quite a powerful, impactful decision that maybe changes the course of their life, but they needed some time to get sort of like used to that, because I mean, it's one thing to make a decision, but it's another thing altogether to just fully accept it in your life, because it can be hard. Action. Alrighty. So I think we're talking about you over here. So your heart is opening. You may be ready to be with someone. It could also be that you're just ready to, that you just feel ready to maybe, have a relationship again, to sort of open your heart and make that beautiful connection again. And in that case, if there's not somebody specific that you are dealing with, but, you'd like to have that connection, then I'll say speak to the universe, speak to life, open your heart, open your mind, open your soul, and say that I would like to actually have that connection. A beautiful thing to do, and I'm teaching this in my upcoming Mind Unlocking and Psychic Development class. All of that information is going to be on my Facebook page, and there's a link for that in the description. It's pinned right to the top. But something that you can do over here, which is called candle magic, I would say use a white candle, because you can use different colors, but it all gets a little bit confusing when you start having colors and you mix them together. But if you use a white candle, it represents all colors, because obviously white is usually, if you put all colors together in the light spectrum, it becomes white. So you can use white. Or if you're really, really ready for that beautiful love connection, you can use a gold candle. And then what I suggest is maybe just carve out a little heart on the candle, just as a sign to the universe, and then light it. And if it's possible, now obviously you want to practice all the safety measurements and all those things, but if it's possible, you sort of want to burn it from beginning to end. So maybe light it up in the morning if that's possible, or if you're at work, on your desk, maybe put inside a cup or glass or something like that, and just sort of light it up to give the universe that sort of indication that you are ready for love. Or maybe if you're dealing with someone at the moment, somebody that you really care about, because I feel for some of you that's the case. Maybe you're really caring about someone, and you've been doing the friends thing for a while. I feel for some of you this is a space where maybe you decided you'd rather be friends with this person and completely lose them out of your life, but there's a yearning for more. And where I feel that before it might have been a bit of a desperate yearning, this is a more sort of gentle flow. It's actually quite beautiful. Let's see what we've got for you here. Protected by angels, you are cherished by the angels. So this is also letting you know that if you chose option number one, that the angels are with you. And the thing to understand about the angels, the universe, our guides, our guardians, and all those type of things, the entire universe, the universe wants you to win. It wants you to be successful. It wants you to find love. It wants you to find a beautiful connection. It wants you to be happy, and it wants your heart to sing and smile and joy and all those type of things, But there's something to also know, especially, when it comes to, let's say, divine timing or divine intervention, or, that sort of thing, that powerful sign that comes through. Remember that at the end of the day, as human beings, we still have free will. And your free will determine often how your experience goes. So the miracle might be available, the breakthrough might be available, the love could be available, all of that could be available, but it is our subconscious patterning, our core beliefs about ourselves, that is going to determine whether this connection that's available for you can come to pass or not. Because remember, we are energy and the other person is energy. And so you are being reminded over here, beautiful, beautiful soul, that the universe is around you, the angels they're around you, and they want to help you, and they want to support you, and they want to help you with breakthroughs for love and for happiness and for joy and for abundance and prosperity and all those amazing things. But they are asking you to open your heart to that, And I'm going to use this hand of mine, and I'm going to place it on my heart right now, taking a nice deep breath, and just breathe with you and claim that for yourself if this is what you want to have. If you are open to the universe supporting you, if you are open to the angels supporting you, and if you are open to that beautiful love to come into your life, that beautiful love that is that fulfills your heart in absolutely wonderful ways. Okay, but remember also, if we want that, we also have to be that first. But I feel that you are. Okay, let's see what we've got for you in tarot. Let's see. So this is the Triple Goddess Tarot. There's a link for all the different cards that I use in the description. Oh, what's the time? Ah, there we go. Still have plenty of time. Let's see. So what do we have, please, for love? Love is a beautiful thing. Oh, look at this. Multiple opportunities. La, 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 la. Love is a beautiful thing. La, 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 la. Oh, oh, wow. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles. And, oh, look at you creating all beautiful new things for yourself there. You know, putting out wishes. And a new beginning with the Fool there. So many of you, you know, for some of you, this is a space that you had to actually start over. And I feel that, you know, you had to go to a space where you had to be clear about what it is that you want to have. And also I want to encourage you to put out to the universe what it is that you want to have, because life is listening to you very strongly right now. There with the Fool, with the new beginnings. So just be sure that, you know, when you manifest the connection that you want to have, the person that you want to be with, be 100% sure exactly what you want that experience to be like, you know. And I always say to people, you know, yes, manifest everything that you want, but also, you know, in your manifestation, also bear in mind this person's going to be with you probably every single day, you know, or you're going to have to consider them all the time. So also think of what do you want to feel like with this person when you wake up next to them in the morning, you know, when you go to sleep, when you are sick, when they are sick, when you press for time, when you're impatient, when you maybe fight. You know, what sort of situation do you want to manifest? And obviously, I'm not encouraging you to fight, but I mean, let's just be realistic about things, you know. And this is so important when we do manifestation. You want to manifest someone that is gonna, you know, be fair with you, that is going to be considerate, that is not going to be sort of like open to low blows and that sort of thing, you know. So just be mindful. And I'm not trying to scare you off. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying be mindful that you are manifesting, you know, a sort of like a holistic picture of what it is that you want to have. Because I think sometimes what we do as people, when it comes to manifesting a soulmate or a partner or something like that, you know, we become a little bit sort of like tongue-in-cheek about it sometimes, you know. You want the big, strong man, or you want the woman with the long curly hair, and, you know, but also let's go on personality. All right. So that's the only thing that I've got there for you, but definitely a new beginning there. So for those of you, there have been some of you that's been single, that's been lonely, that's been, you know, asking, praying, you know, that sort of thing. And so the universe has heard your call, and there's a definite new start and a new beginning here. But just be sure that you put out exactly what it is that you want to have, and don't feel that, you know, you know, sometimes like, I can only have that, or I can't have that, or that sort of thing, because the universe doesn't see things that way. You can have anything you want. So because you can, be very clear about what specifically it is that you want to have in a person, you know, maybe write it down, 20 steps. This is what I would like. That is what I would appreciate. That is what would be nice. All right. So that is option 1. And so this is option 2. Okay. How beautiful is this plant? Somebody gave me this for my birthday this year. It was such a beautiful thing. The lady came for a regression hypnosis session. So that was early in July. My birthday is July the 8th. So that was early in July. She came, actually I think it was late in June. She came for a regression hypnosis session, and she brought me this beautiful plant. And I said to myself, what a beautiful gift. All right. So number 2. Are you all ready? Let's see what we have. So number 2, the power of purpose. Some of you have been calling for love. You've been putting out there, and baby, bullseye, it is coming straight to you. All right. This is letting you know that For those of you that said, I'd like this person, that person, I'd like it to be like this, I'd like it to be like that. So a lot of the things that we spoke towards the end for like option number one, and maybe if you chose option number two, you can always, if you want to, go back and look at number one. But this is a space that lets you know, like, listen, without the shadow of a doubt, whatever it is that you put out there, whatever it is that you asked for, whatever it is that that you wanted, that your heart desired, that sort of connection, that beautiful high level connection, that high level commitment, this is coming towards you. And this is a space that confirms to you that you are getting exactly what you asked for. Okay. And I feel that it's very, very good though. So I think sometimes, and I don't want to scare you obviously, but I think sometimes we get a little bit nervous when you say to people, you're getting exactly what you put out there. And I'm like, well, okay, so before we look at everything that you put out, tell me, how did you feel when you put it out? Did you feel hopeful? Did you feel, happy? How was your spirit? Like, what did it feel like? Because if it felt good, and the intentions were pure, you weren't low vibing, you had good intentions, you weren't trying to take somebody else's partner or anything like that, then, you set out good intentions. I can't tell you, honestly, these days I put it out very clearly out there because I can't tell you how many times, people have come to me and they said to me, well, is he going to leave his wife? Actually, somebody was quite upset with me a little while ago because she actually came to me and this lady said to me, I want you to make me a potion so that he can leave his wife to be with me. I was like, why would you possibly want to do that? Like, think of the karmic implications. Why would you even want to do that to yourself? You're not going to like it. But I see that for many of you, you have put very good intentions over here. And you may even be a person who, I feel that you're sort of like more humble, like you're more, maybe for some of you, you might not sort of be like the biggest sort of speakers out there, you kind of keep to yourself, or you can have sort of, and I'm not talking about, false sort of perceptions or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that for some of you, this is a space where, maybe you kind of keep to yourself a little bit, or, you might be extremely out there when you, sort of like, maybe within yourself. Maybe you're a little bit like me, when you see me out in public, I'm sort of on the lowdown. But when I'm on my own at home, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm a complete weirdo, But whatever it is, whatever your sort of weirdo or whatever is, I can see that you sort of manifest, and this is a wonderful way to manifest. This is a space of manifesting somebody that fits into your life perfectly, that you don't have to try and change yourself, and if you are maybe in the process of manifesting, you always want to manifest somebody that's going to enhance your experience of life. The simple truth of things is that relationships are supposed to make your life better, not more challenged and more complicated and those sort of things. So you've manifested really, really well. And there's a lot of positive things that can actually come from this connection, because this connection, it's sort of like it creates magic, so it's a beautiful, beautiful divine connection. There we go. Speaking about magic, enlightenment. All right. So this could be a space where either you could feel somebody was coming towards you, like, sorry, sometimes we can feel love coming, we can feel the person coming, we can feel that connection. And, sometimes when you say that to other people, they think we're a little bit trippy, but you can feel things because, as human beings, we're connected to everything. I love what Deepak Chopra says. He says, I'm connected to every brain. So you can feel the energy of love coming towards you. For many of you, you could feel that, but you may have gotten a little bit frustrated because you couldn't see it. This could also be a space where I feel it was sort of like a necessary separation, because it's almost like you needed to grow and the other person needed to grow, so that when you got together, that it'll actually be a beautiful match where you are positively enhancing each other and each other's life as opposed to, doing the opposite. So there might have been a bit of a delay here, but, and especially if you have gone to a period of enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment. And when I say enlightenment, it doesn't have to mean that, that you dance barefoot underneath the full moon and, that sort of thing, which is obviously great things to do. I mean, as I said, I'm a little bit wacky and weird, but this is also just, when we deal with the things in life that are holding us back, when maybe you deal with your confidence and your self-confidence or all those sort of things, I feel that for many of you, it's almost like you needed to come a little bit out of the pit of darkness there. And now you've come out of the pit. And I feel that the other person's done the same, because this is those twin flame connections where you mirror each other. And this will actually be quite interesting, because if you already made this connection or you're about to make this connection and you have a conversation with this person, you may find that there's a lot of similarities with your experiences in life. And you may even find that, at certain times you happen to be in the same vicinity at the same time. Like, oh my goodness, I was there, and oh my goodness, I was there, I shopped there and I got there and I was there that day, and, or I was just there the previous day, and, had I not been late, or my car hadn't broken down, or my kids didn't do this, that, or whatever, or the dog or whatever, then we would have bumped into each other. So remember, this is a very strong connection that's happening over here. And with a very strong connection, there will always be that sort of driving towards each other, even if you don't physically interact with one another. So you don't see each other and you don't say like hi and that sort of thing. When you have a high level commitment and you are both coming from an honorable space, from a space of light, then, life is going to help you to get ready for what it is that your heart desires. And in that same token, some of you may have recently had the experience where, say maybe a lot of things happen in life, almost like misfortune basically happens in life, and you started to look at things differently. You started to open yourself to different ideas, to different ways of doing things, to different ways of viewing life, letting go of certain things holding you back. You could have done a lot of maybe inner healing, yeah, inner child healing, maybe at the end of a dark night of the soul, maybe you needed to do some shadow work, maybe, some of you had some therapy, needed to speak to a friend, that sort of thing. But I feel that for some of you, there's some work that you've done here recently, and that has changed your energy vibration completely, which is, and as I said, it's a two-sided thing. So as you change that energy, remember, so you just feel that energy. And so as you change that energy, because remember, like energy attracts like energy. So as you change and the other person change, you automatically start to sort of levitate towards each other. So if you speak about those instances where you'll be like, okay, I was there and that sort of thing, it is because your energy started to draw to one another. All right. But maybe because let's call it your higher self or your oversoul, the universe, whatever you want to call it, it understood that there's certain things that still needed to be taken care of. And so for some of you, where there could have been some unpleasant experiences, it was actually your higher self assisting you to get you into that space where your energy was of such a nature where you don't only make a connection with the other person, but it's also a lasting connection, So for some of you that are maybe feeling sort of demotivated and you're like, oh my goodness, I thought this was going to happen and now it's not happening, that sort of thing. Because for some of you, you could have thought this was the connection, you made all sorts of plans, and then one person maybe got a little bit nervous, because a twin flame journey can be like that. And this is definitely a twin flame journey going on, yeah. Because on a higher level, you may say, okay, let's just go for a cup of coffee, that sort of thing. But on a deeper level, you already understand what's going on here, because 95% of our communication happens on a subconscious level. And so sometimes we know that once we open our heart to this person and we make this connection, that this is going to be a lifelong commitment. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. And also there is that owl over there with that knowledge over there. Okay? So remember, as we said, there might have been that period where there was a little bit of a separation over here. It could have been incredibly frustrating for some of you all. But you were sort of called to that silence, almost like when you have to look at things in a different view, maybe from how we're looking at them, to see things from a different point of view. It's almost like meditation. And I mean, the powerful thing about meditation is when your mind becomes silent, you will see things that you haven't seen before. You will see opportunities. You will come across sort of like epiphanies that you haven't come across before. And that is the power of silence. All right. Let's see what we've got for you here. Just for your tarot by the Deviant Moon Tarot. This actual beautiful deck was given to me as well. You know, I am such a lucky person. I have to tell you all, I am so lucky. I'm so blessed. I get the most beautiful things in this world. Let's see. So, oops, okay. How would you like to receive? All right. Oh. Okay. So, Page of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. So some of you have definitely given up here, you know, and maybe you've seen this person, you've met this person, maybe you've been friends with this person for a while, maybe you tried to do, like, obviously this is a general reading, and a general reading is a bit broad, but, you know, there is a space there. I do feel that for some of you, it's almost like there was a space of, I'd like to be with this person, but you couldn't see it happening. There could have been a little bit of a confidence vibe going on there. And some of you were really heartbroken. And I feel that for some of you, you blamed yourself for the connection not working out. But there's a divine breakthrough. Again, I feel that it could be you, it could be the other person, but you were dealing here with somebody that couldn't give you their heart, even if they wanted to. That has now changed. I feel that has now changed, and you do not need to be surprised if, you know, that beautiful person that you would like to have contact you actually reach out to you, because it's almost like they're having this sort of realization, oh my goodness, they're the one, that sort of thing. Okay. Number 3. Let's see. Put you over there, beauty. I'm only just realizing now, even these beautiful crystals, they were a gift to me from one of my friends. This deck of cards was a gift to me from my sister. This clarifying gift over here, it was a gift from another friend of mine. So wow, you know, beautiful gifts all around. Even this geode over here, I got it for a very good rate. So wow. All right. So option number 3. Let's see what we have. Ears wide open. This is the time to pay attention. All right, and you are being encouraged here to listen, to really hear, and to really understand. I feel that for you, this might be you, but I feel this is more the other person, or maybe it is you trying to give a message across, but somebody here is trying to let the other person know how they feel. And I feel this could be, you know, the other person in your direction. But this is not really somebody that kind of comes out straight out and say, hey, you know, I really like you. I want to be with you. I'd like to spend my life with you. I'd like to, you know, build a beautiful future with you. This is not that sort of person. This could be somebody that's maybe a little bit shy. I wouldn't say lack of confidence, none of those things. This is just somebody that's a little bit more shy, a little bit more, you know, not all that outspoken, you know. So, and the thing to remember, because it's so easy to sometimes put zodiac signs to these things, you know, and say, for example, let's say you're dealing with a Gemini, and then people say, no, but if Gemini wants me, they're just going to come out and they're just going to say it, you know, they may actually just push me against a wall and kiss me, or, you know, if it's like an Aries, they will just come out and say it. Yes, that's sort of true, but remember, your zodiac sign is it's only about 20%, less than 20% of who you are. You've got a whole chart. So, you know, somebody could, for example, there's actually a link in the description for a free natal chart to check out yours. So, you know, somebody might be a Gemini, and maybe in a very small degree, which means that energy is not even there all that strongly. And, you know, maybe their moon, which is their emotions, could be in something like Virgo, for example, you know, and both of those are in Mercury. And even though it's a communicative sign, you know, even though that person might be very outspoken, they're going to really sort of look at things and think and rethink and chew and rechew before just coming out and say to you, listen, I want to be with you, even if they are Gemini, you know, because remember, there's so much more to us. I feel that you're dealing here with someone that might be trying to let you know how they feel. All right. So let's just run through the zodiacs quickly, and I must just not lose my place. Hi, Sancha. This is number 3. All right. So I've done number 1 and 2. And obviously when I'm done, you know, I'm going to put in the timestamps for you. But this is, so let's just try and go through the different zodiac signs, and I must make sure that I don't forget them or I don't get confused along the way. So if you were dealing with an Aries, this could be someone that maybe reach out to you, they give you a good morning message, they say, hey, how you doing? I hope you have a nice day. And, you know, to them, they might feel that they're already in that sort of like relationship connection. And you may not actually get that they're trying to, you know, to sort of try and establish something more profound with you. If you may be dealing with a Taurus, this could be them just running away. You know? And this could be them just, you know, you maybe see that you'd like to be with this person, but they can't be bothered. They're throwing parties, they're going for lunch, and they're taking selfies, and they're doing boomerangs, and you're like, oh, well, this person probably doesn't care. Maybe they're doing all those things to show to you that they actually like to be with you, but also that they're independent, they're not sort of like gonna, you know, like rob you of your time. People have different ways of communicating the same thing, and it's very important to understand that sometimes. And I mean, I was literally, I'm 39 now. I think I was very early in my 30s. I was like 33 or something like that. 35 maybe, where I really realized that people don't speak the same. You speak about the same thing, but you put it in different ways, and we don't always get it. If you're dealing with a Gemini over here, they might be doing the sweetest things. Look at Gemini's eyes. Gemini's got a way of staring at you, like it's almost like they're looking into your soul, you know. And you may think that the person's judging you, but maybe they think maybe they're a little bit sweet on you, you know. If you're dealing with a Cancer, then they probably not saying anything at all, but you know, they may be, hey Neffet, you know, they may be sort of like keeping to themselves, but you know, they maybe just send you like smiley face or little emojis or stuff like that, you know, maybe supporting you through a difficult time, asking you how's it going, that sort of thing. If you're dealing with the Leo, I feel that if you're dealing with a Leo could actually be coming out and telling you straight out, I want to be with you, but you might think this person's a little bit of a player. You might maybe think that this person's not so serious about you, you know. And I also feel that if you're dealing with a Leo here, even in a Virgo, when doing Virgo next, they might almost be trying to show you how they are almost flirting with other people as well. But a lot of them are doing it because they want to come back and show to you that they're giving you that almost sort of like extra attention, and you may not actually get that, you know. I mean, you might not actually be into playing games, and they might not even think that they're playing games. You know what I'm saying? So what was that? Leo, Virgo. So it's just that if you're dealing with a Virgo. Now, Virgos are interesting. Virgos are always in service. I love Virgos. So, you know, and I remember I had this one friend of mine who was a Virgo, and I was working at this office. You know, he would come stand by my desk for 10, 15 minutes, and 10, 15 minutes, because my stuff is normally all over the place. My whole desk is neat and tidy, and I never have to look for anything, because I hate it when people clean my stuff, because I always have to look for stuff. But, you know, that's Virgo. They're going to do it in a way that's going to work for you, all right, which is really, really cool about them. If you're dealing, let's do this a little bit faster. So if you're dealing with a Libra, Libra might actually be coming about and say, you know what, I think we're a good match for one another. But if you're dealing with a Libra, you might actually feel that they're not being serious, that they're actually sort of like playing the fool, which they are not, you know. What do we have? Scorpio. Scorpio might be running away from you. Scorpio might actually be running away from you. You know, this connection might scare them. Sagittarius, they may be coming on a little bit strong, and so it's difficult for you to really establish whether they are being, you know, truthful or not, or just playing the fool. Capricorn, I feel that for Capricorn, they're doing their own stuff. They're probably putting up like a fort somewhere, something really impressive with like shiny bells and stuff to show to you, you know, how amazing they are. It's not showing off. It's more like showing that they would be an asset to your life. Aquarius. Aquarius is more one of those, listen, do you want to be with me or not? And some of you might find them a little bit blunt. And Pisces, you might find that Pisces might be almost a little bit clingy, but it's also just because they like to spend time with you. All right, let's see what else we have. Stand still. There we go. See, we had ears wide open and stand still. Pay attention. You know, and this is what I want to say to you, because I feel for some of you, this is a little bit of a challenging space. It's a little bit of an uncertain space. Try to always look at things from the other person's point of view. Because when emotions become involved, you know, we get a little bit trippy and all over the place. So try to look at things from the other person's point of view instead of your point of view and, you know, like, I'm afraid I might get hurt sort of thing. Oh my goodness, come on, discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. This is a beautiful connection. I feel that for you, you're dealing with somebody that would love to be with you. They just don't know how to come about and say it, maybe. Okay. Now, from this other beautiful deck that was a gift to me. Goodness, I am so lucky, hey? Let's get you some clarity. And that one at the bottom. So we've two major arcana cards, the Death card and the Hermit card in reverse. Saw the Hermit card first. It's you know, sometimes, and I'm going to be quite serious with you, sometimes in life we want the other person to make a move, you know, we want the other person to do something. But a lot of times when we come from a space of being so afraid of being hurt, you know, as we say that 95% of our communication gaps on a subconscious level, sometimes we really want to be with someone, and I feel this happening. This could be you, this could be the other person, but I feel that it's you. This is a space where we want to be with someone so much sometimes, but, you know, we still sort of set off by the past, and, you know, we're afraid of being hurt again or being cheated on again, which obviously goes along with hurt. And I mean, there's nothing nice about being cheated. I've been cheated on before. Most people have, you know. It's a really difficult thing to deal with. And so some of you, it's almost like you don't want to get hurt again. You're afraid of maybe the past repeating itself. And so you might be keeping yourself stuck here in that space where it almost feels like that person is not forthcoming towards you, but it might be an energy that they pick up that is still a hesitation on your part. Okay? And, oh, but I like this. Their energy, come on. This is the devil energy is a space of realizing that that you might be holding on to things that are not serving you best, and you're better off letting go. It is quite a brave space, though. But I feel that for many of you, and I encourage you to even look, what are the fears that you have within yourself? You know, what are those things that you sometimes say to other people? Oh, I really like that person, you know, maybe to your friend or your confidant. I like them. I like them so much, but I'm so scared of being hurt again. I feel that for many of you, you're realizing that you might be holding yourself back in this space, because this is a beautiful space that can work out as well. And where you may feel it's the other person, it might actually be more you. All right. I did forget now. I do apologize. I think it was Neradevi. I'm probably saying this wrong now. I apologize. But I know that you said that you're looking for a reading. You know what? I've got some time. So I'm just very, very, very quickly going to draw a card for you. And if any of you are on here and you want a card very, very quickly, I'll quickly do it for you as well. And then, of course, I already did your end of or last couple of days of September reading, so that is uploaded. And then I'm going to do your October ones next. And obviously, if you want to have a personal reading, my details are in the description. You can contact me. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This is for, I do apologize, I missed your name now. I think it's Neravet. I really do apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sort of winging this reading because I was in between 2 regression hypnosis sessions. But this is a space where you might be looking for the other person to make a first move, and they might be looking at you to make a first move. All right. So to all of you, I hope that it helps. I hope that it resonates with you. Let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate if you like the video, because it helps my channel to grow. And of course, you know, hit that notification bell, that subscription, all those wonderful things. But to all of you beautiful souls, I wish you the most beautiful day, evening, afternoon, at whatever point in time you are looking at this. May your heart find many, many reasons to smile. Namaste. Love and light. Bye.